Hello traders, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Yaroslav Burchenko, and together with Olymp Trade, we're here to bring you something special. Today we are going to run this webinar as an interactive classroom where you guys can ask anything you want about trading, how to use the platform, what kind of systems are better. So go ahead and put a like to the video and go ahead and come with your questions. Come with what exactly is that we can help you with, and maybe how your strategy is doing and how we can help you to make money on the platform. All right, so let's get started. We have a wish list that we created together with you guys 2 weeks ago. This is our watch list, where some good moves would have been in the stock market. Now, mind you that the last 2 weeks, the S&P 500 and you know, all the US indices went through a period of selling, of a really strong period of selling. So the fact that we met up 2 weeks later is the perfect time. So as you guys can see, we missed this kind of sell-off, and we touched a very strong level. This is the daily graph, and we almost came to the 100 level, and we definitely jumped off the 50 EMA. So this is a sign that we're back into strength, and you can see this in the NASDAQ market, especially, which has reached recent highs this week, and the S&P 500, which also reached historical levels. And so what to expect now that we are here for this trading session? Well, the fact that we started the day bearish, you know, is worrisome. And this is across the other markets. Remember, when the markets open, the very first hour of trading is the hour that gives you the most information. So the NASDAQ is bullish. S&P 500, even though it started off quite low, it has also turned bullish. And the Dow Jones is also bullish. All right, so we are here to talk about the three platforms that we have: the fixed time trade platform, the Forex platform, and the Infinity SPT system, stock price trading system. Guys, let me see if you can hear me and see me. If you could write in chat, give me a plus. That would be fantastic. Tinker, hey, welcome. By the way, long time no see, Tinker. Good to have you with us. So yeah, let's participate in the live class that we have. Let me know which platform you guys want to learn about the most. Which platform do you find to be the most profitable, to be the most consistent? And let me know how you're finding the stock SPT system. Have you guys opened up any trades? Wonderful web scenario, thank you. So there is about a 20-second time lag between when I say something and by the time it gets translated to you guys. So keep that in mind, that sometimes when I pause, I am simply waiting for your guys' reply. I want to go through the for sure FTT. So Invader Zim is saying that the FTT platform is very interesting. I want to outline the pros and cons of each platform, so you know where the strengths are and how to use each platform to maximize your gains, basically, that you can get from it. Now, the parameters of the fixed time trading platform are that you pick an amount, you pick a trade amount, you pick a duration, and then you pick a direction. And those are the parameters for the trade. When the time finishes, your trade then closes, and if your prediction was correct, then you are given the amount of money that you placed on the trade multiplied by the rate of return. Right here, the rate of return. So the most important thing to understand is that you want to have a high rate of return. That's very simple. First rule is what you want to start with. And second is you want to predict the time where the asset will be. Not necessarily the price, you just need to predict how long it will need for the price to continue growing. And very helpful analysis in this case is historical analysis. And another very, very helpful kind of tool is to stick with a few assets. So what that means is, as you're studying the 5-minute graph, let's say for instance you're trading on a 5-minute graph, your duration is 10 to 15 minutes. Let's drop it down to 4 and trade on the 1-minute graph. It will take you some time to gain that level of expertise, of experience, when you start to remember what a turnaround looks like. Where you can see that after this kind of period of 1-minute candle bars or 5-minute candle bars, I do recommend you guys to get in a little bit longer candles and longer trading patterns. That'll just give you better results in the long term. And so once you start recognizing those reversal patterns, you'll have an opportunity to count how long it will be. Like this is half an hour of trading right here. And so when we see a bullish engulfing candle on a larger time frame, we know that this asset is about to correct. And so if we drop this down to a smaller amount and we click the up trade, so the prediction is that in a very short period of time, in about 4 minutes, we should still be continuing this kind of correctionary move up. Now, I didn't study the graph as I should have. I used some of the technical indicators that we have coming back into working territory right here on the CCI, and the histogram getting smaller. It's a sign when these oscillators are in that position, they are indicative of a move that's very difficult to stop. So we're already there, we're already in a move, it's confirmed by the oscillators, and for price to finish moving, to stop that kind of move, it'll take some sort of outsized volatility or just a shift in sentiment. Again, anything can happen. This is a 4-minute duration, so it's much more difficult. I recommend, again, higher time frames. If you guys love the FTT platform, use larger time frames to understand the graph, and then use a larger time frame to give price that time. I had to, for the sake of this webinar, drop it down to a very small duration so you guys can see cause and effect. But when trading FTT and when trading in general, guys, looking at all of my looking at my trade history, they're all, you know, significantly they're long trades. It took me a few days for the trade to go through. So I do recommend trading more long-term no matter what platform you're using. And let's smoothly transition into a stock SPT, because we do have that watch list that I showed you guys today, and we do want to have a look at what 3M, AMD, and American Tower are doing. So I'm going to move this right here. You guys keep on with your questions in chat. If there's some an asset that you want to look at, right now is the time to ask. And if there's questions about using, like limit questions, what's the daily limit, what's the commission for something, ask those in chat, because I have all those answers for you. So 3M was at a really good breakout point a few weeks ago even. So we were waiting for the CCI to come up to the -100 area. So good that it didn't, because I would have been caught in some really nasty trading. So for 3M as a chemicals company, as an industrial supplier, they're struggling, and it's hard to tell why. I honestly, if you want to do deep research on a company, on their financials, on say news articles, on other analysts' opinion, remember this is only an opinion, you can find that on finviz.com. That's where I go to find any kind of stock information. But for the sake of continuing the webinar, keeping it short, let's go ahead and have a look at AMD. AMD's been going through some really good changes within the company. They are competition to NVIDIA, which is a graphics CPU supplier, producer, and to Intel, which is a really old and quite, they have some, you know, quite shady business tactics that they have been using in the last 10 years, right? Intel hasn't really brought us any new revolutionary chip technology. And this sector, the computer microprocessor and the IT sectors, the microchips, are very undervalued right now. Very undervalued. To compare the price to earnings ratio, compare the growth of yearly earnings. AMD recently had a, we'll go through Forex, Youngstar Terror. Absolutely, we will go through Forex after this. There's some good changes going on in AMD for sure. So having a look at the company, I actually do want to invest in it right now. I do, because we're done with this correction lower. Look, we're trading above the previous lows. Big candles, like big green candles, indicate some desire of either major players or of the broad market. I do remember we started looking at the indices, the S&P 500, which AMD is a part of, or the NASDAQ. You know, where are they likely to go from here? We're at all-time highs. We're young, so Youngstar, I'm gonna have to let you relax for a bit. Please, guys, don't spam in chat. I do have to moderate them, and so if you spam, I will have to put your chat on timeout. So from here, we can see that the NASDAQ could very well fall, and so we need to make sure that we're not in a position that will then backtrack on us. So from right now, I'm in a wait and see mode unless there's like a really strong stock, and one of those is, you can see Caterpillar. So Caterpillar, here, I'll even open it right here. Oh, we don't have it on the stock SPT, but we do have it on Forex though. I am worried that this is like a head and shoulders pattern that could go against me, but I'm also looking forward to buying up again over here. If it breaks my position, I'll take it again, and then I'll just cut my losses short. I could have taken it again at the top, but I do want to sit this position out. I am already $373 in commissions, so for holding it over 3 weeks now, that's burning into my profits, of course. I should have taken it up there. And that's my suggestion for Forex. Guys, listen up here. For trading the Forex platform, it's super important that you try to keep your ambitions for riding the trend local. What that means is that take the impulse. Every time, no matter what asset you're trading, take the impulse. Just remember that. You don't want to be sitting through a trend where you don't understand, are we in a trend right now, or are we in a sideways position that could at any moment have new lows or have new highs if you're in a sell. So take the impulse. You will be correct with the impulse 90% of the time, and you will be shaken out the other 10% that you're not correct. But what I mean is that the possibility of you getting shaken out after the impulse is just as high as you catching the impulse. That's kind of the math behind that statistic. So from my personal trading journal, I've noticed that taking the impulse really brings my account to speed. And I'm going through a really rough period right now. This is a black period in my trading. Despite outsized earnings, I'm having outsized losses. And so one of the things that I'm doing right now, of course, this is an absurd, I would trade $30 to $300. So my position went from $3,000 to $300 because I realized that for some reason I'm not able to catch those monster size gains, and maybe I should stop chasing them. Maybe I should take a few smaller trades and then again wait for a better opportunity to trade larger. But my recommendation again to all of you as well is to slow down your trading, make your positions smaller, and trade more, I wouldn't say often, but be attentive to the market more often, because there's definitely some crazy market moves that I missed yet again, right? This happened when China banned crypto mining. And then did anybody catch the Bitcoin wave after that? Again, all you need to do is wait for it to break previous highs, and then after the correction, buy. That's the one trading strategy for Bitcoin, guys. Anytime that it's making any kind of impulse higher, wait until it breaks. Right here was the breakout level, and then any correction. It didn't even give a chance to have a correction. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't even give a chance to have a correction, to be honest with you. But the point where you really need to pay attention is the breakout. When trading Bitcoin, any crypto for that matter, they're very, they trade very textbook candlestick pattern. Very, very textbook. All right, so let me see if you guys have any questions. For me, Forex is safe and perfect. Sai Satya just commented that. So absolutely, Sai. The power of Forex and why I use it as my main tool is because it allows you to control time. It allows you to sit in trades. Again, maybe I would have been better off if I finished that trade after the first week of trading in my favor. It allows me to control that period of time. With FTT, you constrict the trade to this period of time, but then you have all of the space available that if price lands in that area, then you're green. It's perfect for trading consolidations. It's perfect for trading low volatility like any USD CAD crosses as the Japanese session comes online. So let's see what other questions you guys may have. I will come up with suggestions as I read through them. So Invader Zim is asking, do day traders use FTT as a sustainable way of trading? I believe they do use it as a way of hedging and as a way of diversifying their market tools. Because the market moves different in different periods of the year, even in different times of day, you need an approach that allows you to do different things. And that's the reason behind 3 different platforms and 3 different ways of interacting with the financial markets. Which are the oscillators that give the best results? There's actually a lot of good oscillators you can add to your platform. Keep in mind what you need the oscillators for. You want them to show you where we are in a wave-like cycle, where we are in a wave pattern, and also where we are in being oversold or overstretched or overbought, something that's unique to the price range. So because oscillators, they measure these wave patterns, they can show you when the oscillation of the wave becomes, quite great. And so the path of least resistance, or the high probability outcome, is to go in the opposite direction. Very powerful tools, very, very powerful. The top 4 here, the top 3 are classics, like everybody has heard and used of the MACD, the RSI, and the stochastic before. The demarker is a little bit of a, like it's a combination of several different indicators, and you guys can read up in the help section right here. You can click on help and go to help center, and then we have a detailed explanation for all the indicators, and here we have oscillators. So you can have a read on something new, maybe try something new. But in my recommendation, Williams R is also a really good indicator, which shows you the strength of the bulls and bears, and you can kind of use it to sell off of any kind of level that passes 80 and 100. I know there's a few robots that use the Williams percentage R oscillator to plan entries among other layers of other oscillators and indicators. I used to use the A-Rune indicator. It gives you an indication of the strength of the bearish pull and the strength of the bullish pull. So here the uptrend and the downtrend, and how strong they are in relation to 0 being the lowest and 100 being the highest. So when we have the up line, let me see if you can, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the blue line, basically as it goes to the top of the bar, that means that the bears are in control, and as the yellow line goes to the top, means that the blue line is bulls and yellow line is bears, up and down. It says in plain English right here, up and down. And so this graph helps you to understand what the prevailing trend is. And what you want is, you want the down line to be going down, and you want the up line to be going up, and then you kind of buy at the cross. Now the cross of this oscillator was right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but was right here on the oscillator, and this would have been actually a really good area to buy for Bitcoin. Let's have a look at some other trends. So again, the bearish line is going down and the bullish line is going up. A Rune indicator gives some really good entries, guys, here on Bitcoin. Wow. Same situation here. This would have probably led to a loss right here though. But hey, this is a daily graph. The next day, the very next day after the signal, amazing bullish, just huge bullish day. What about for bearish? Let's check out when the bearish line, so we want the blue line to be going down, yellow line to be going up, and they cross right here. Hey, this is a really good risk to reward ratio. Guys, have a look at this. I've actually not back tested the Arun on cryptocurrency, but for Bitcoin, it's showing some really good entry points. So basically, that's how you pick the best oscillator, is you have a look at what signals they give you, what you can find from them on the graph, and then combine that with a working strategy that you may already have in place. So these two indicators, the momentum and rate of change, they actually don't give me enough of a signal, and they're very hard to understand. Like, it's the oscillation around a moving average line. It doesn't really help except give an understanding of increased volatility. I like the stochastic RSI. It's a combination of the relative strength index and the stochastic oscillator, and kind of giving you a reading of both. And you actually read it in the same way that you would either the CCI or the stochastic or RSI. But see how I use the CCI actually when we break down from the top 100 area into the gray little box that we have, that's a big sell signal from me. And actually I get it just a tiny bit before the stochastic RSI breaks out here to the bottom, giving you a sell signal here. So very interesting. I find the CCI to be a really good indicator, or excuse me, a really good oscillator. One of my favorite, one of the best. And the more I use it, guys, the more you use an oscillator, the more you start to understand other clues that it gives you. Like I said, the CCI gives you a buy signal when it breaks out here, right? This is the break. Ooh, let me actually double check that against the Arun. Same exact area. Maybe the CCI even came a little bit earlier. Look at this, guys. So comparing the CCI when it gives the breakout signal and the Arun, 1 day earlier, you get it from the CCI. Really powerful. So I do enjoy the CCI. It's given me some really good trade opportunities. Share some of your trades, you guys. Anybody have any really good trades or any good setups that they're looking at right now? By the way, did anybody do their homework? I'm going to give you a link right now to the webinar that you were supposed to do homework for. So here you guys go. You can see it in chat right now. I'm going to go ahead and pin that to the video. Basically, you can go to that video, get your homework, and then we can do it together. Next week, we're going to have another webinar. It's going to be on a very interesting topic on the power of the moving average. On the power of the moving average. I'm going to give you guys lots of combinations, and I'm also going to do a giveaway. I see you guys in chat that you would really love a giveaway. You know what? Then let's do it. Let's give you one. This wasn't planned. I am going to have to get this okayed with management, but basically you guys can leave your comments in the comment section below. Leave a suggestion for something that you would like a topic covered. Maybe you want to do a live trading session where it's just me trading and talking about the setups that I see. Maybe it's a presentation that you guys want on the Fibonacci sequence. How and where do I use the Fibonacci sequence? How powerful is it? You know, what are some good trades with it? So leave your comments, but don't forget your account ID. Leave your account ID, and next Wednesday, I will give you guys that giveaway that you've been asking for, and I'm gonna ask for as many winners as I can, all right? We'll try to get as many out there for you. So another question from Invader Zim. Why do I get limited trades with FTT Forex currencies, and how do I increase this? I actually don't understand what you mean by limited trades with FTT Forex currencies. if you could explain that question a little bit more, like you're limited by time or you're limited by price. Unfortunately, there is a price limit. Like I can only open up $4,000 positions, and you know what? That's enough for me. That where the trading size of my account is, that's enough. I'd love to keep it at around $3,000. When I risk more, I worry more. Honestly, I'm going to say I've been worried about my $3,000 positions. I've been sleeping poorly at night. So need to decrease my size, and that's what I'm going to do for the next little while. So we want to have an example for SPT from Vivek VK7. Let's have a look at some SPT trades because I'm also wanting to put something on. We opened up a trade on the CAC 40, but it actually went against us, and I apologize for anybody who opened up that trade with us yesterday. No way to tell that the French index was going to fall. All right, I'm just going to read your questions real quick while I'm looking for a trade on the SPT system. I really should pay more attention to what I'm looking for. All right, American Tower would have been a good buy, and we saw that as a good buy, and I left it. CCI minus 100 up right here. I missed it. Guys, look what we have written. So right there you can see American Tower, comma, wait for CCI minus 100 up. I'm highlighting that area on the graph where we have that written. And if we would have bought in that area, we would have made a solid earning. Anywhere from 280 to 291. Oof. So unfortunately I missed that trade. Apple. Oh, this was the one that you guys were supposed to give the trade signals for. So what are we waiting here for Apple? Well, we're waiting for, if we would have taken the breakout to the top, either here or here, they are both false breakouts. So in a situation like this, guys, you want to buy off the bottom. So what we're going to do here is wait for 144.80. So here we're going to go buy from 144.80. Maybe even 145. Ooh, Bristol Myers. Do I want to buy right now? No, it's just getting, here you guys can see the CCI is getting ready to break out to the bottom. This would be a no-go for me as I don't want to. I'd rather sell, but here we're only buying. So the next one we have, if you have an asset that you please want me to look at, go ahead and say. So for the gentleman that's saying that he's having a problem with trading, can't control myself, you need to stop right away. Just stop, turn off the live account and turn on the demo account and stay there until you make money for a month or for several months. That is the #1 suggestion. Stop trading. If you have a problem, you need to have a working system, because and what you need to do is during that time when you're on the demo account, when you see a good trading position, don't let yourself switch to the live account and put on a large size. That's what I predict could be the #1 bad thing that you want to do that will cause harm to your account even further. So just trade on the demo for a while until you learn to trade better, basically. When is the marathon of webinars? We actually have webinars every Wednesday and Thursday from the education department, and yeah, so the event continues. Make a strategy video on NFP. Really good. Actually, we have some NFP videos. If you Google Olymp Trade Global NFP, you'll find some either where I trade or Angie trades, and we've shown good results during those events. So Ithioma Geese is asking, please, I'm new here. When the green candle is 40% and the red candle is 60%, what should I do? I really am struggling to understand what that means. If you mean that, say, the bulls are in control, you'd have to give me an asset. You'd have to let me know what asset that is, what time frame you're looking at. Is 60/40 RSI Bollinger Band ADX? All right, that seems like a good setup. Oh, okay, I see Invader Zim. You'll have to contact support. There could be like a security issue. Please explain SPT market. So SPT market, basically you're buying a stock price, you're buying an entry at that price, and you are basically investing in the company. And if the stock's price goes up, at any point you can cancel the investment and get a sizable income to your position. Now the only thing is that there is no multiplier, and the only position you can trade in is up. So another beautiful thing about the platform is that there's no overnight fees. So I showed you guys on the Forex platform where I have the commission that I pay is $373. On the stock SPT platform, there would be, I don't want to say there's no commission, there's like a successful trade commission. If the trade goes against you, you pay no commission whatsoever. Like if you close the trade while the stock is in a negative, is in a minus, then you'll actually not pay any commission at all. But if you successfully close the trade, like if it goes in your favor and then you close, there's like a, less than 1% commission fee, something like that. And you can get that information right here by clicking on the information button. And so here's the sales success fee, less than 1%. You don't pay anything for buying into the asset. That's it. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap the webinar there. I think I answered all of your questions that you had. If there's anything that I may have missed, please remember we're doing a giveaway. In the comments section, leave a question with your account ID or a suggestion. I'll go through those, and during the next webinar, which will be on Monday, and I'll teach you guys some ins and outs and secrets of using the moving averages, then I will give the giveaway then and answer your questions. All right, thank you all so much for coming. It's been a blast. My name is Yaroslav Burchenko. Don't leave a like to the video, I don't need any of that, but you can absolutely share it with your friends if they are into trading. Maybe you want to get them into trading. I'm sure that this will be an interesting profession or interesting craft that they can also pursue. All right, so thank you guys so much for coming. I wish you guys good luck trading out there, and see you all next time. Peace.